Good evening all, hope we are doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing, another live stream and another week of daily races. And Daily Race C is a belter. Kyoto Driving Park. This track has so many different layouts and combos that you could literally have an entire year of daily races. Between all of the different combos and different categories you could have, you could literally fill an entire year and never repeat a race. Another week, another signature move, potentially. Hope we're all well, gents. Yeah, you could have a different combo, a different track, a different category, and you would not run out of combos for an entire year. That I can absolutely guarantee you. Haven't checked the maths, but realistically, it's going to be possible. Love this track, love this layout. There's that many different layouts. You sort of forget which one's which until you turn up to a corner and the bit that you thought you were going down is like barricaded off. So this particular layout, still one of my favourites. When we get into the full course, this thing is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. See, it's absolutely a belter this week. A+ loading. I mean, fingers crossed. My quali time has not been that good, however. We're actually in a A+-ish lobby here. We see that I've got a 29. I'm genuinely struggling so much with this race. And yet, people in front seem to be absolutely loving their lap times. Minimum number of pit stops, 1. We do have a grid start, which is the kind of thing that makes you feel it's not too bad starting from the back. But pretty much everybody, if not absolutely everybody, in the Vantage. So we got a couple of people at the back, one in the Lexus, in the AMG, and the F-Type, which is another car I want to try. But yeah, struggling in this race. Or at this track, sorry, in terms of combo. In terms of Group 4 around here, struggle with. And pure lap time trial pace, I'm struggling with. Scott, how we doing? Feels like it's been a while, mate. Hope we're all well. We're going to get ourselves straight into this one. See if I can get the stream up on my phone, actually. Let me see if we can do this before we go. There we go. Right, predictions in. Where are we going to finish? Go! RL250 with a not-so-great start. And we make up one position on the grid. Oh, we make up another. We're going to go all the way to the outside. Or attempt to. Someone's going to get to the inside. Which then we want to be swooping back round now. That's going to put us inside. Which then puts us back on the outside. Oh, that'll put us outside. Getting hit like that. And we're back down to P13. Make that P14. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Everybody hits the brakes. A barrage of cars into this long left-hander. And that's me at the back of the grid. We could have fully expected that. I'm going to have to try and brake and go somewhat around the outside here. Oh. Which is not quite going to happen. So probably as many of us expected. Back to the back for us. Despite a decent start, making up a fair few positions. Grid starts, you can't beat them. Although in hindsight, I probably would not have regretted a rolling start. Now that we see how badly that one's gone. Oh, he's off. Now watch your braking zone here, buddy, because you're going to have dirty tyres. Right, go. We got that. Oh! 2 people trying to kill each other. James, how we doing, buddy? Hope we're all well. pit stop in the middle, but I'm assuming we're not going to be changing tyres because it's only tyre wear times 1. This is my first time doing this race. I'm going to suspect you don't want to be changing tyres. 4.3 is the gap to the leader. .2, 4.1 now. Try to take a much later apex on this one. Oh, he's still only 4 seconds off the leader. This is unbelievable, this. 12 cars, all within 4 seconds of each other. Insanity. Now, underneath 4 seconds, the gap. You just hear the tyres squealing, not very nice. Tyre wear will come into this a little bit, not in terms of strategy and pit stops on whether or not you change tyres when you do your mandatory stop, but if anyone can look after their tyres, it's a very understeery circuit this, especially in big heavy cars like the Vantage. Still not lost any time to the leader yet. Still absolutely matching him for pace, which is good. Oh, here we go. Oh! Oh! Steady on, guys, steady on. Ah, yeah, pit stop now is probably a good idea. Pit stop now is probably a good idea. We're up to P8 now. 4-second penalty for the Italian in front. I'm surprised we didn't get a stupidly given incorrect penalty for forcing another car off track. Thankfully they realised that them slamming their brakes on in front of us as they scrap one another was the reason we go into them. After all that, we've lost 1.3 to the leader. I tell you what though, slipstream round here is absolutely very powerful, but I think the clean air is going to be more powerful at the minute, given the way everybody's scrapping here. I agree, yeah, we'll box end of this lap. Guys going side by side. Oh, that's brave. We're absolutely going for that one. So, oh, almost just a bit too far. We didn't absolutely manage to make the apex run, just a little bit beyond it. If we're being very aggressive, which we were there, we can claim that one. I wouldn't say it was the most elegant of overtakes. just beyond the apex there. Oh. Right, absolutely pitting here. Do not change, do not refuel. Let's go. Yeah, gonna go for the clean air on this one. Favouring the clean air. Right, and if we can just match the pace again here of the leader, hopefully we can do that easy enough, and we should be alright. Front right is, I know, I'm looking at that thinking that is absolutely going to be goosed by the end of the lap, the front right. By the end of this race, that tyre is not going to be looking too great. I'm really starting to wonder, because I'm struggling on this lap here, I'm really starting to wonder if it was the slipstreams that was keeping me in the leader's pace. So many big left-hand corners with this track, which is why the front right struggles so much. We've got hits all the way around here, trying to straighten up the wheel as early as we can. Just late, very late to get the power down there. I would be tempted to see if it is actually quicker to change the tyres, because with that front right struggling so much, the left-hand corners for you by the end of the race, the last couple of laps, are going to be such a killer that you might end up binning it and running it off the track. So we want to be super careful. Losing a little bit of time again to the leader here. Probably want to brake way later and just V-cut that corner, or kind of try and right angle that corner as much as you can. Do love this track, I love this layout and this combo. Right, P10 is ours. We're going to come, these guys are going to come out in front of us. We're behind P8, which we had at one point. Let's try to battle. Yeah, the slipstream is so powerful around here, because that is how we're managing this. Look at that, look at the time that we're gaining here. The slipstream is so powerful. Gained so much time to the leader there. Now the leader has changed hands, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But we also started setting a fastest first sector as soon as we were tucked up behind these guys and could fly through that first sector. Oh, we got hit. Oh, the guy in front had missed the apex as well. We could have had that one. We absolutely could have had that one. We got damage here, which is definitely slowing us down in a straight line, that. No doubt. No doubt about that. Right, 3 laps left. Is anybody else in the pits that we might get a jump on here? We're up to P9. Somebody else in the pits, but he comes out now. We're going to get round him here. Yeah, absolutely. We'll have that. I'm going to cut that straight off to the apex just to prevent him trying to attempt anything there. Right, these two guys right behind me now as well. Come on, 9.7 to the lead. I think one of them still... Does one of them still need a pit or not? No, maybe it's not. Oh, this guy's coming in hot behind. He's going to absolutely launch us. Yeah, he does. You cannot claim that. You cannot claim that. I refuse to let you have that one. Yeah, exactly. He knows to back off the apex. Because we were having that regardless. There is no way you hold on to the position after that. You've just sent us to the different to a different track layout. Never mind, sent us away from the corner. He sent us onto one of the little go-kart tracks over the fence. We're not having that. We get the position back and we will hold on to it. Unless he does the same here, which he better not. How random, just had Amy ring it. Everything all good? Hope she's well. Oh no! 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 Ah, we've been hit! Now that one was a result of me running a little bit wide into that corner there. Oh, someone else is pitting. Someone into the pits. On the way to the gym. Nice. Hope she's all well. Tell her we said hello. Right, we've got 2 laps left here. And at the minute, we're on for a P7. We're chasing down. Maybe chasing down's not the right word, but we can see P6 in front of us. We want to be chasing him down. 1.6 is that gap. But we got the... Oh, look at that! Did you see that there? He just absolutely pit manoeuvred him off the track. The guy who was behind us, the Spaniard there, no longer behind us. That's hilarious. Says congrats on the championship victory. Nice. I still can't believe we actually managed to pull that one off. All the way until the end, I was convinced Adam had won. Because the result from the first race. So I was convinced Adam had won the championship. And then everyone started saying congrats to me. Definitely not complaining. Right, come on. last lap. Can we slipstream our way from Greg in front? I think this front right is absolutely having our life now. And genuinely, I wonder if just in terms of the couple of half-tenths that you lose here and there in the corners, which then of course sacrifices your exits, I wonder if you are better off trying to change your tyres in the mandatory pit stop. Right, come on, 8 tenths or 9 tenths. Try and have whatever we can out of the slipstreams to close a little bit here. Yeah, look at that, you're just constantly understeering. It's such a killer. Go! 8 tenths. Oh, we're going to be a lot closer now. 6 tenths, 5 tenths. Love a good slipstream. If this car turned just a little bit better at high speed, it would be tremendous. We almost wipe him out in that corner there, but we hold on. Listen to the tyres squeal. Let's go, come on. Can we have him on this one here, maybe? Or is that just a little bit too far back? Potentially just a bit too far back, unless he messes his exit up here. Slight correction mid-corner. We've got one more big braking zone. Well, technically we've got two, but this is the big hairpin. Got common sense here. He will park himself on the apex as best he can, and he does. And this one here, he will absolutely take his time through if he can do. We got someone right on us as well, though. We're going to have to go to the apex. Oh, it's a drag race on exit. He's going to have the better exit, or he's going to do enough to hold on to it. But P6 for us from the back of the grid. Got to be happy with that. We've got to be happy with that. And look at that. It is the one AMG who wins it by 4 seconds. That is absolutely unreal. I'm sure he started at the back. Unbelievable stuff. That is just the sort of combo and the kind of racing that we want week in, week out. And do you know what? As much as when we have a good combo or a race here and there, we say, oh, we wish it had a bit of strategy. We wish it had tyres. We wish it had the need for fuel. All they've done is put a good track, good set of cars, and one mandatory pit stop. That's all we've needed, and it's been absolutely mega. Unbelievable racing. Well, it wasn't unbelievable. It's very much believable, but it was very good. That'll do. Not bad for race number 1. I don't know if I much fancy Group 3 Nürburgring Sprint, but we're going to go in for this one again. Now, in terms of cars, I mean, we're well off the pace. Look at that. 25 is top lap times. We definitely want to aim for the 26s. And I'm struggling to get myself past the 29s. So, in all honesty, I'm going to watch this lap just to try and learn. Yeah, good race, great race. Great race, that one. Ah! Right, so he does hook on there pretty early. And they are revving this car to the line in 4th there at least. It's funny when you watch the replays because you look at it and you go, I am doing that though. Nice. Right, so braking and using engine braking. It looks like it sacrifices his corner, but it's obviously worth it. I don't actually think he hit the brakes there, just flat out and then lift, and that's enough to slow the car, get it turned, and flat out again. To perfection. Absolute perfection. Right, relying heavily on engine braking then as well. It's so frustrating looking at that. I think there's nothing there that I'm not doing. You feel like you're going as fast, right? Really wide there. That's interesting, okay. And then really early on second. So those two hairpins, that is a slightly wider line. This is the one I always struggle with. Yeah, you watch those laps and you think, I am doing that though. We're in the Vantage. We're in the V8 Vantage. I'm just not quick in it. Right, and how about this for our chocolate? Look at this. It doesn't even look that big on here. That's like the massive one. You know, the one that's like the size of your head. I'll probably not go through all of that this stream, I will be honest, but I absolutely will go through all of it tonight. Right, let's go again for qualifying this time. Let's try and get one flying lap in. We'll just have enough time. And I'm well off already. Way too wide there. But we'll not have time to start again, so let's just keep going. He was straight over to the apex here. As soon as he starts braking, he was straight over to the apex. It's so hard to get the car turned in there like that. And he was right over here. And then it was just a lift. He didn't actually hit the brakes, I don't think. And that was all he needed. That did feel a bit quicker. Problem being with this track, it's just such a long track that there is difficult to keep track of where you're gaining and losing time. Right, and then he sort of didn't quite clip the apex of that, but ran mega wide, which is what we've done there. Nice. And again, engine braking, or in the real world, braking your engine. Ah, no, he stayed out wide on that one. Right, staying out wide there, not going to the apex on that one, actually. Right, is this going to be any quicker? We lost loads of time at the very start. I don't know if this might be still on that sort of 29 pace. Actually, I think it might be. Yeah, that's quite an improvement, actually, still. Despite messing up the very start. Yeah, about 2.5 tenths lost at the start. Maybe it's another 0.5 tenth or a tenth lost here when I ran just a little bit wide. Carry a bit more pace into that there. Just let the car slow itself down. Yeah, we're getting there. Right. I tell you what. We planned something mega, well, two things mega exciting today. Oh yeah, we don't need to change tyres. I've got a panic now that I'm never on the right tyre. Yeah, we organised something, two things mega exciting today. So, this year, for the channel, we're going to be doing a pilot series. 5 episodes, potentially 6. Pilot series of like our Top Gear Grand Tour with some decent challenges. So the North Coast 500, which I already did earlier in the year, that's already going to be a video that's getting edited. I'm going to do a comparison of sort of driving experiences, but the two big ones that we're planning, one is from the West Coast, basically right across the country to the other side, and then one is the top to bottom of the country, doing a EV versus hybrid sort of thing. And one of them's a cheap car challenge. Anyways, let's get into this race before we talk about that. Let's see how we get on here then. Oh, the fellow Brit in front gets himself a false grid start. We remain P11. Let's see how we get on here. Twiggy, how we doing? Let's try and stay on the pace of the race leader like we did in the last one. We actually did pretty well. Now, question, do we think we should pit, when we pit, sorry, do we think we should change tyres? I'm getting the feeling that we should give it a go. Because that front right gets absolutely hammered and torn to shreds. I think we should maybe change tyre and see if it helps us out in terms of pace. We absolutely going to make that one stick. That is absolutely ours. Up to P8. Tremendous scenes. Tremendous. And look at the big pack that we've managed to get out of now. Try everything once. I like your style. Oh, that's not what we wanted to try. That was not part of the plan. Fresh tyres, right, we'll give it a go. It does mean that we're going to have to sit behind this lot for a few laps. But I would say that that is okay. They've all got good pace. The slipstream will help. Oh, we've got hiccups now. We don't want that. Never going to hang that round the outside, are we? We're never going to hang that round the outside. We almost did, to be fair. Just sitting off a little bit here. In case anyone runs wide and one person does, we're going to have that one. Because so much of this track is just about remembering that the car will slow itself down. If you just drop a gear, it's sometimes all you need. The corners are so like big, swooping long corners that you can just afford to lift, let the car slow, and then start turning in. Right, I just hope if we do change tyres that we don't lose too much time doing so. I could have done with checking on the race replays whether or not anybody else did change tyres. Someone right behind me there. Right, still P6. Such a horrible long corner. It just never ever seems to end. Right, two guys bumped straight into each other there. Luckily they didn't hit us. That we're pretty much at 2 seconds to the leader. Go. Right, we're going to pit not this lap, but the one after, pitting end of lap 4, and then for a fresh set of tyres. Hopefully, we'll see some benefit for that. We're going to give it a try. We're in a good position here for a good result, though, and I don't want to throw it away on a gamble. I think realistically, everyone will stay on the same set of tyres. Held up at the apex. Look at this, 1.2 to the leader. The slipstream is making a massive difference around here, but it's making the racing so very, very good. Oh, we'll nip to the inside there. We'll have that. Don't have to ask us twice. He's going to try and hold it around the outside, though. He may well do it. He will do it. Fair play. We get one on exit here. Can we get one on exit? Oh! Excuse me! We are there. Well, we were there. And I think you saw us whilst you understeered into us. Oh. So tempting to overreact and just launch him off the track there. Let's obviously not do that and race sensibly, but the temptation was there. Oh, look at this. The race leader's been thrown off the race lead, I think. Oh! Portuguese driver's gone wide. We're going to have that. We are up to P5 from the back. Lose about 3 seconds changing tyres yet. Could potentially just stay out and bag the slipstreams like you say. It's a difficult one. It genuinely is a difficult one. Oh my god, look at this, we're right on them. We are right on them. What do we think? Look at that, 7/10 to the lead. Do we go for it now? Do we stay out or do we pit? Someone's coming in hot there. Someone's coming in hot. That is technically absolutely legal, but so annoying that he's done it without any control whatsoever, because you could tell that that was a launch from so far back. At least that's what it felt like. There's so much scrapping going on in front that it does make you wonder whether it's worth... Oh, no! It does make you wonder whether it's worth staying out or going in. Oh, I'm going to come in. I'm going to come in. I want to get out of this. I want to get out of all this carnage. Look at that. 3 wide there. Oh, James is now saying stay out. James had fresh tyres earlier. Pitwall has changed their decision. That's a launch. That is a launch and a half. Bit of street justice for our fellow driver that he's just wiped out there. We're going to hold on to this. 2-second penalty for the Spaniard. What do we do here? What do we do? I think stay out now. Now that we're actually in P3 with the guy behind with a penalty, I think we just try and stay with these, as these now are the quicker drivers. A couple of people into the pits. They potentially are going to change tyres if they pit middle of the race. Right, the question now is, can we have a podium? Could we actually get a podium from the back of the grid here? I'm not going to catch these two now that there's no scrapping going on. I imagine that their pace is quicker than us, but I will close a bit with the slipstream, which is helping massively here. You reckon changing tyre is quicker? Is that what you're finding, Jonathan? You've done this race? I would imagine for me, because I struggle on really worn tyres, because I sort of forget that they're worn tyres until I chuck it into a corner. I feel like I personally reckon I would be better off changing. But then look at that, we're only 1 point, or not even 1 point, sorry, 0.1 off our best lap. Struggling to hold on to these guys now. James doesn't know what decision he's making. Now he's saying change tyres. As our pit wall change their mind again. Still closing just a little bit on that corner there after they run wide. Right, I'm just going to try and hold out hold out this one, I think. What were you thinking? You were saying box there, but are you meaning to change tyres? Because then that would have only been worth doing on the 4th lap, I think. There you go, they're scrapping and we're going to close a little bit here. I'm hoping that that one's on track limits there. I think I'm just okay. Just needed to hold the slip and you haven't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Problem is, if I don't want to pit now and then end up in traffic, that's the only problem. .3, 2.2. Right, at this point, I'm going to stay out. I'm going to go next lap. Oh, they've gone in. Oh, well, we'll follow them. Yeah, don't change. And don't refuel. Right, that's interesting. I think one of them's gone in thinking that the other one wouldn't. But now they're both going to be scrapping each other. Our best bet is trying to stay behind them whilst the fight. Right, go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. Right, okay, we've lost one position, but we're P4. And that's a fairly close, comfortable P4 now that he's just put that on the grass the way that he has behind us there. So, let's try and stay on the back here. As close as we can. For a potential P3. Yes! Right on cue! What is the opposite of a commentator's curse? A commentator's gift? I don't know. A commentator's spell? Something like that, but that's what we've just got. Stay close enough so if anything happens, we can get a P3. Something happened, and we've got a P3. Get in! Pure luck, 100%, but that's what we're all about. I tell you what, in terms of DR though, that is a good one. That is absolutely a good one. Right. Just got to hold on to this then. Frenchman behind, 1.6 is his gap. We've got to try and take it a little bit easier, but also not too easy. 1.8 is the gap in front. And a nice slipstream from these, hopefully, will help. Right, he's gone off. They're going to close each other down now. P1 went wide. Still commentator's curse, yeah. Well, for the other drivers it was, I guess. Six-tenths, this guy behind is closing a little bit now that he's also got the slipstream. If we take home a P3 here, that will be absolutely mega. So funny that it's only the front right that is taking such a hammering on this track. I would definitely be tempted to try and change it in the next race. Still commentator's curse, I just didn't curse myself for a change. Yeah, good point. Right, we've got that then. P3. Get in! What an absolute treat. That will do nicely. P3 for us. Good result. And once again, it's not the Vantage that's won the race. Look, the F-Type's won there. So there's something to be said about maybe he's not racing in the Vantage. But again, what a combo. And we haven't had to have ridiculous, you know, different tyre strategies or high tyre wear. The tyre wear is very high because of the nature of the track. Can you imagine if that was times 2, 3, 4, 5 tyre wear? You wouldn't even get like a lap done. And that has been absolutely top tier racing once again. See, Polyphony just need to be a bit more creative about the tracks they actually use, and we might continue to get good racing without the need to interfere with the race settings too much. Just give us good races, and we'll have good races. Simple as that. Right, that was absolutely tremendous. Top stuff. I do want to try a different car. However, and bear with me here, I want to do one more in the Vantage. And I want to see what we think of changing tyres. And then we'll try a different car. So, Vantage first, then different cars. And as we can see again, Nations Cup is back. Once more. I'm not going to try and commit to do them all because stuff only ever gets in the way. Do you know what was even more annoying? The race combo on Saturday, if I remember rightly, was Suzuka. Group 3 Suzuka manufacturers. That was the last round of manufacturers. I wasn't doing it because I was meant to be doing a gig and I didn't actually want to dep and play the gig, but I was standing in for for a band on drums, and then last minute it got cancelled. So I actually could have done the race and I could have done the stream, and I'll be honest, I was canny fuming. Right, let's do that. We'll not get 2 laps here. We'll be just short of time, I think. Right, one more race in the Vantage, as I say, and then we'll get onto or into the Jag. Hope you got paid. Nope. Nope, we didn't do the gig, we don't get paid. Simple as that. So, not best pleased. Oh, we actually will get 2 laps in. Only just, mind. But we will get 2 laps in here. Right, let's go. Brake balance I want to the rear as well. Probably more so in the race. We'll keep it there for quali. Right, predictions in. What do you think our fastest lap will be? We got a 28.377 at the moment. Oh, that's a bit hot. No, we're alright, keep going. And, yeah, we want to improve. We want to get down to the 27s, which is then starting to get onto half-decent pace. .5, 27 treble 6. I'd be happy with either of those at the moment. Should have been wide there. Again, I forgot. James is saying 27 treble 7. Right, we'll get one more lap in after this one as well. What's this one going to be? Do you reckon this could be a 27? 5, 6, 7. Oh, nearly. That's a better lap again, though. Down on my time here. Oh my god, come on! Turn! Scott's reckoning 27 treble 8, or is that 898? I can't quite see. I hold my breath around that corner. Like in fear of putting a millimetre wrong. Still absolutely bolstered up though. can't get the car turned there the way you want it. They've widened that from Gran Turismo Sport. I don't know if anyone remembers it, but you used to, if you got it sweet enough, you could absolutely fly through both of them without too much steering input, because the corner used to be the chicane, you kind of could straight line it. Right, no improvement on that one, sadly. But a 28.0, starting to get there. Starting to get there. Right, we start P9 on this one. And we are going to change tyres here. Nothing is going to change our strategy, because we just want to see. So we are going to change tyres, middle of the race. And see if that works out any quicker. It does feel like you gain more by sitting in the slipstream though, to be honest. But this is what this is all about. We're going to find out. Predictions in then. Where will we end up? And are you voting that we change tyres or not? Which side of the fence would you sit on if we had to vote one way or the other? Right, come on. P10, we've started further back and we've managed good results. See what we can do in this one. Go! Oh, RL250 with a false start, I think. Round the outside. Obviously not going to work. But on the cutback though, it may well. Better off just actually bump drafting this guy here. Oh, he's going to avoid traffic. Oh, he's lifted. He's lifted. Oh, whoa! Into the wall. Nearly into the back of him there. That was a close call. Right, go. Let's try and chase some of these down now. Having to make the most of the slipstream to stay on the back of them, and then we're going to pit middle of the race and change tyres. I wonder if there is actually a way to look after your tyres around here. Maybe it's just don't drive the Vantage, such a big heavy car. I know they lose weight and add weight to even out the cars, but it doesn't make them all 100% equal. I imagine there's some cars that are way better on its tyres than what this Vantage does to that front left. Right, we can see someone going for it. Awesome, going for it there. Want to be on the outside here. I've committed now though. Round the outside. Are we going to have that one? Oh! We do! Get in! Round the outside. We'll have that. We all saw that. We did actually do that. We all saw. Not very often you get a move like that on Red Fox. I am happy with that. Don't run wide there. Understeering in the slipstream. early pickup on the power as well. You're going to get a bump draft from us, sir. And I'm going to sit back and admire the respectful racing. I was going to say I'm going to sit back and avoid the carnage, but instead we sit back and admire great wheel-to-wheel driving. Can we get round the outside? Speaking of wheel-to-wheel driving, we are there. It's going to put us to the inside here. Whoa! Someone else to the inside. We're going to have to try and hang it around the outside here. Is it quite going to work? No, and we got someone else going for it here. One of which gives him a bump draft. Oh, that is a lovely coloured blue there. Vantage. We'll give him the space on that corner. There we go. Oh, we're losing a bit of time here with these guys flying in behind, or flying through. Making good progress. Oh, that is flying through. Flying in, dare I say, rather uncontrollably. Oh, he's spun, he's gone. Oh no, he's held on to it. Look at this. Alan Partridge in front of us here. We were there on that side. Just don't think he's seen us as we start to creep past him into the braking zone. Right, we have that. Go again. Right, P8 once more. Stay out for the slipstream again. We're definitely going to commit to the change tyre strategy on this one, just to see what we think of the difference at the end. So this one is let's write this race off as a learning curve, or a test in the name of science. Now having a right scrap here. I'm going to have to favour the Brit. Oh, he's gone too far. Oh no, he hasn't. Oh, can't turn him, wait, buddy. We are on the apex there. Pulse alongside us. P8. He's going to have that one, so we're going to lift. Let him have that one into there. Right, a couple of people into the pits. Arsene Wenger into the pits as well. We're going to go one more, and then we're going to pit. Ideally, we want to be just on the back of these guys, though, if we can try and catch up, because we will be losing time here by not being in the slipstream. feel like all I keep doing is turning my head and leaning like this all the time. On every corner, the big swooping bends. Oh, just missing the apex there. Come on, foot down, go. That's alright. Right, we're still closing-ish, or we managed to maintain the same gap to the lead there. We're going to be coming in this lap. Are we going to manage to get any kind of undercut here? We're going to be playing the long game, because we're going to cost ourselves a few seconds changing tyres. That's the corner there. That is the killer with the tyre wear right at the end of this race. Horrible last corner. Right. Oh, here we go. They're all going in now. Are they going to change tyres? Are we now better off not changing tyres? Oh, we'll stick with it. If we come out the same gap behind, then we know they've all changed tyres as well. Let's find out now, come on. Yeah, they have. I think they've all changed tyres as well, do we think? Because that's the same gap. So I actually think they have. Which makes sense. I think people are starting to realise that the tyre wear at the end just costs you a bit too much time. And watch this, we're going to close probably quite a bit to the leader here on the fresh set, which is now Good Chaps in the lead. Yeah, look at that, 4 tenths gained, 5 tenths gained, and Good Chaps is a quick driver, very quick driver. .2. That's nearly 1 second we've already took out this lap. That's without any slipstream. .8, 0.7. These cars ahead, they're all running so close to each other. We're just needing to catch up to being with a chance of grabbing a place or two. There's a 1.5 seconds taken out of Good Chaps' time at the front. I think that's him going in. No, it's not, someone else going into the pits now. .8 seconds taken out. Just so desperately need their slipstream. If I had their slipstream, we would be catching up to them, no problem whatsoever. Right, I think there's 2 people at the front that still need to pit. Oh, someone spun. We'll have that. You don't realise until you actually do it how early you can be on the power there. Oh! Left the door open a little bit there, I did. No! Just almost like I'm Sunday driving these last few laps here. I seem to just be off the pace, and I can't quite work out why. Come on, foot down. Come on. The advantage of pitting when we did, because we're changing tyres, so if we change in the middle, it means you get equal amount of laps on 2 fresh tyres. Obviously, rather than changing tyres on, you know, lap 5 or 6 and only getting 2 or 3 laps out of a fresh set. But if you're not going to change tyres when you pit, you probably are better off just running at the end or at the start. Probably at the end, because the slipstream is that powerful that it just it just ends up making sense. Feels like you lose less time having people scrap in front and around you, but with a slipstream, than you do staying out the way. Right, here we go. We're on for a P5 here, which I think is roughly at the start of the race what we were on for. Everybody else has actually gone and pitted. I think if we did not change tyres on this one, then we'd have only been a sitting duck as someone bins it. So now we're actually chasing down P4 here. Come on. And look at that slipstream. Look at the slipstream. No! Oh, slight correction out the corner there. Come on. We want this P4. P5's still a mega result, but we are being chased down. We might even end up P6 here. I'm not going for the lunge that you thought I was going to go for there. We are being smarter than that. Oh! Right, compromises entry. Compromises entry. I'm going for a big switch here. He's not going to expect it. Yes, he is. He's blocked it off. He expected it. I mean, they were late moves, but it's all probably fair enough. And it is going to be a P5. Great battle at the end there. Great battle at the end. They were very late moves from the Italian, but I think the kind of one move, fair enough. What do we think? Should we send him to the stewards? Or should we just say fair play? I think we should probably say fair play. Another mega race though. Really good race. We're going to jump in the F-Type next. Right, let's open the humongous bar of chocolate. Or is it humongous? Humongous or mungus? Oh my god. So much chocolate. Diabetes in a wrapper, and I love it. Wonderful. Yet another tremendous race. Let me just very quickly reply to a message. Right, let's jump in the Jag. Do I have the Jag Group 4? Let's find out, firstly. Jag, this. We have the Jag. I can never remember what I need, which one I need to go to. Right, and we'll try and get, or we should get 2 laps again here. Now, the Jag Group 3, I love the Jag Group 3, but Group 4, I'm not a big fan. I've got to say it. Right, let's go. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go. I'm just going to keep brake balance in the middle for now, just see what we think of the balance of the car as it stands. Oh, I tell you, I might be preferring the Jag just on that first corner. The feeling of that first corner, I might be preferring the Jag. Let's see how it goes around the rest of the lap. Is that worse on understeer or not? Hard to tell. I think there's 7 gears in this one, if I remember rightly. Right, you can brake slightly later in the Jag, which either means it's better on its brakes or it's not going as quick. Right, this was a 103. Oh. In our fastest lap in the Vantage, that sector was a 103.3. So far, the Jag is quicker. Don't know when I can ever get on the power on that corner. Is this going to be any better? 20... Oh my... Look at this! We're so much quicker in the Jag. Why have we been messing about in the Aston Martin when we could have been so much quicker in the Jag? I'm trying to work out whether short shifting is better or not. It's sort of hard to tell. Overall, we are gaining time there when we short shift. It's maybe short shifting a bit too far because we probably still want second out that corner. We're so much quicker in the Jag. And I wasn't expecting that. 27.6. That is a bit more like it. Now we are talking. Oh, there's a good lobby this as well. Good lobby this as well. Right, P7. This is our best chance for a really good result. We've climbed the grid each time. Still at 26.7. That is definitely top 100 territory time, that is. Right then, trying something different. We've been in the Vantage all night, and now we finally get into the Jag. How do we think it's going to fare up? It seems like every other car that hasn't been the Vantage, even though there's not many of them in the lobbies, are the ones that's won the race. Does that mean we'll win the race in the Jag? Well, it's not quite as quick off the line. Whoa! We avoid that one. Reactions of an F1 driver. In fact, better. Because most F1 drivers would have hit him. They wouldn't have been able, they wouldn't have had the reactions to avoid. I'm saying that, watch me drive straight into the back of somebody who puts it into the wall here. Two people understeering. Hudson GT9 1960. They are side by side, wheel to wheel, door to door. Goodbye. That's one person gone. Oh, he's braked way earlier than I thought he was going to there. That is a little bit of my fault, that, I'm going to be honest. But they've all gone into the back of each other there. I don't think I braked too late. Definitely on my usual markers there. Go! 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 Right, we'll have to see here what our front right looks like at the fourth lap and whether or not we go into the pits like we did in the Vantage. Oh, there's someone coming in hot. Yeah, he's just sent Hudson straight through that gap there. Right, we're going to have P7 now. Struggling to keep track of where everyone's at. Oh, that's someone else coming in to hit us. Yeah. The same Spaniard, once again. He has himself a penalty. And that's why he's probably not too caring of anybody else. Oh, he's gone for the dive there as well. I mean, actually, that one was fair enough. But I think it was to defend against me, I think. Right, goodbye. Right, P7 for us. We're chasing P6. No, that'll be track limits. Best to just keep your foot in it at that point, though. I was going to say, I assume that'll be a penalty. It can't not be a penalty. Jag feels a little more understeery in the slipstream. Right, I'm hopefully going to be a little bit clever here and hit this lap so that we don't lose too much time from this penalty. Actually, I don't think you then serve that penalty if you're in the pits. I thought it was just before the pit entry. Yeah, I might have messed this one up, to be fair. I might have messed this one up. Ah! Oh, we got a penalty for cutting the pit lane as well. Ha! Oh well. Keep seeing that car parked up there, where the marshals are, and thinking that it's somebody who's just binned it, and I fall for it every single time. I'm struggling here, I'm not going to lie. Right, we're definitely not slow in the Jag, but just to be absolutely on it throughout this race, I'm struggling. A couple of people into the pits. I don't know how many of these we'll now get past after serving that pretty horrible penalty. Look at that, that is not good, that is not good. And then coming out behind these guys, also not good. Although, we'll take the advantage of the slipstream. much to the leaders at all here. Well, the gaps remained pretty much the same. That front right is going to be just as bad in this Jag as it is in the Vantage, though, I think. Maybe it's not quite as bad, but it's going to be very, very close. Right, a few people into the pits now. We're going to get back to what feels like a more true position of this race. After a few more pit stops of the guys that have stayed out. P8, that makes me feel a little bit better. Good race in this. Oh, he's got back through! Oh, both of them got back through. That's no good. Make sure we give him the space there. I was committed to keeping on the throttle. It was going to look like we were about to squeeze him, but once I knew we'd have the car straightened up, I'd straight back away from that apex. Right, come on, because we can see P6 right there. But we can also see P10 and 11 behind us. This is a big difference in result here. In just a couple of cars. Car lengths. Right, Big Breaker into the pits as well. Oh, we're going to get hit here. Someone's going in. That's going to end up pulling the short straw here, because I wasn't in anybody's slipstream in the end there. They all straightened up into single file and I was on the outside. Right, here we go though. We are P10, we have dropped down, and it's mostly because of that penalty. We've not changed tyres, and now we are going to try and chase these guys down as best we can, pick up whatever we can, do our absolute best to the inside here, nice and smooth. Four cars, they're looking like they're going to go four wide. 2 by 2 at the moment. Shu goes for a lunge, well not a lunge, but a late move to the opposite side. This is very entertaining racing so far. Someone's binned it. Right, P9 for us. 2 laps remaining here. Slipstream's all the way. We are going to bump draft here as well. If we can close. Oh, he's gone wide. Oh, he's going to hit us. Of course he's going to hit us. It couldn't have gone any other way, that one, could it? Right, we're going to get P8, which in terms of DR is a positive result. Shoot gives us that place, but I think he hasn't realised, or yes, he has realised, that it's the guy behind he wants to give the place back to. So we are P7 now. Can we at all chase GT1960 for P6? It is looking, I will say, very unlikely. Right, a lap and a half to go, 1.6 to the car in front. I don't even think that's enough slipstream-wise to start clawing it back. We might just have to rely on the odd mistake from him. If he can just mess up a corner for us, that would be delightful, but he's not going to. I should have been in third there. One more lap, hold P7. It's been a good night for race results. Let's be fair. So the same again is all we need if we can do here. Oh, oh no, no. No! Oh, I can be a complete plonker when I want to be. This is where you now don't appreciate a very long lap. No! Oh no, and down to P11. And down to P11. And down to P12. No! It was all going so well. I spoke too soon when I said we've had a stream full of good race results. Spoke way too soon on that one. Damn it. Damn it. Oh my word. This was going to be the last race of the stream as well. We can't end on a downer, but it looks like we are going to. Not to worry, not to worry. We've had 3 good race results before this one. The Jag feels nice though, I like the Jag. Shame I've not managed to get a good result in it. But what can you do? There's a rogue yellow flag. But I don't think there's any cars going to be stricken at the side of the road by the time we get there. They've all got themselves turned around and up and running. And that is going to be that. Still a good race. Enjoyable. Still a very good stream. Enjoyed that one a lot. And some good races there. Just not that last one, which is a shame. That's the one where we've had full of A+ drivers as well. Oh. Damn it. Tell you what, if we had that P7, that would have been a good result. Never mind though. We will end on not a high, and we will end on a low instead. Huge thank you everybody who has tuned in. Thank you. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button. And if you also haven't done so already, please do hit subscribe as well. Helps out this channel more than you will ever know. And a quick little thing about what we've got going on later in the year. It'll be a long time before you see these videos, but I'm really excited about them. We're going to be doing some of the Top Gear style cheap car challenges. And first of all, we're going to be doing some filming, well, all over the country really, on these kind of challenges, which is really exciting. We've even got, as part of some of that filming, Croft Circuit as well, which is a circuit, if anyone, well, most people I'm assuming will know Croft, but that's the one that's nearest to me in terms of a motorsport track. I'm going to be doing some filming there. And one that I've not mentioned because I don't want to jinx it, but we will be doing some filming. If anybody knows the name Dunsfold Racetrack, you will know that it is the old Top Gear test track. And that is hopefully at some point this year where we're going to be doing some filming as well, which will be absolutely mega. They've still got the setup there of all the lines where they've driven for the Hammerhead chicane and all that sort of stuff. So we're still going to be able to do the track, which is mega. But on that note, or on that opposite of a bombshell, I guess, we shall end. Thank you all so much for tuning in once again. I will hopefully be live again later in the week. Not too sure though. I need to catch up on video edits, so I will probably be doing that. I've got about 70 different YouTube shorts that I still need to go through and edit in bulk and upload in bulk. And that's one of the sort of key things that I need to do on the channel. So that'll be one of the next things. But there we go. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I will catch you hopefully later in the week. If not, what will essentially be next Monday for the next week of daily races. But there we go. See you all in a bit. Toodles.